Communities all over our nation have a lot to offer, some good, some bad. But one thing they all have in common is statistics. If you're looking for a quick profile on a community of interest, you've found the right spot. Welcome to Living in America. Knoxville, one of the fastest growing cities in Tennessee today. Many people are surprised by how much money it takes to live comfortably here. Let's start by looking into the income, earnings, and what local residents are actually bringing home in Knoxville in 2026. Knoxville's income picture looks mixed. The typical household earns about $54,000 per year, while income per resident is closer to $35,000. At the same time, roughly 1 in 5 residents lives below the poverty line. Together, those numbers suggest a city with moderate earnings, but also significant economic challenges for many local families. Knoxville's workforce participation remains relatively strong. Nearly 2/3 of residents are active in the labor force, while participation among women is slightly lower at about 60%. To cover basic living costs, a single adult typically needs to earn just over $22 per hour. Together, these figures offer a snapshot of both employment activity and everyday affordability in Knoxville. For a single adult, covering basic living expenses in Knoxville typically requires earnings of roughly $47,000 per year before taxes. Transportation is one of the larger household costs, approaching $9,000 annually. Internet and mobile service add another $2,000 or so each year. Tennessee also relies heavily on sales taxes, with most purchases taxed at 7%, while groceries are taxed at a lower rate before local taxes are added. In 2026, Knoxville apartment rents typically range from about $1,200 to $1,800 per month, depending on location, age, and size. Newer communities near downtown and the University of Tennessee generally command the highest rents. Knoxville's housing market remains competitive, even as conditions become more balanced. Typical home values are now approaching $400,000 after several years of strong appreciation. Homes are also selling relatively quickly, often going under contract within about a month of being listed. Knoxville rents remain relatively affordable by national standards. Most apartments lease from roughly $1,200 to $1,800 per month, depending on size, location, and amenities. Crime remains an important consideration in Knoxville, though recent public safety trends have been encouraging. Knoxville recorded meaningful progress in violent crime during 2025. Murders and non-fatal shootings both declined significantly, continuing a broader trend toward improved public safety. Knoxville also saw mixed crime trends in other areas. Robberies and vehicle thefts declined noticeably, while aggravated assaults rose only slightly. Overall, several major categories moved in a positive direction. For a city of its size, Knoxville reports crime levels that are generally lower than many larger urban areas. These recent trends suggest local law enforcement has been making progress in several key public safety indicators. Knoxville's climate offers 4 distinct seasons, giving residents a mix of warm summers, colorful autumns, and generally mild winters. The city receives nearly 52 inches of rainfall each year, keeping the landscape green for much of the year. Summer heat is noticeable, with about 34 days reaching 90 degrees or higher. Winters are relatively mild, averaging less than 5 inches of snowfall annually. Freezing temperatures occur on roughly 68 days each year, while the growing season typically runs from mid-April through late October. Knoxville's education and technology access numbers paint a picture of a well-connected city. Nearly 9 in 10 adults have finished high school, and about 1 in 3 holds a bachelor's degree or higher. Digital access is also widespread. Almost every household has a computer, while roughly 85% subscribe to broadband internet service. Together, those figures suggest most residents have the educational foundation and online connectivity needed for work, school, and everyday life. Knoxville's education sector plays a major role in the local economy. The city is home to the University of Tennessee's flagship campus, which serves as a major center for learning, research, and innovation. Beyond the university, education and healthcare together support roughly 67,000 jobs across the metro area. That makes these fields some of the region's largest employers, helping drive both economic activity and workforce development throughout East Tennessee. Knoxville's job market remains strong in 2026, supported by healthcare, education, manufacturing, and services. Low unemployment and steady hiring continue attracting workers across the region. In early 2026, Knoxville's unemployment rate stood at just 3.3%. The region supported about 455,000 jobs, while overall employment growth remained essentially flat from a year earlier. During that same period, professional and business services accounted for about 74,000 jobs. Trade, transportation, and utilities added roughly 92,000 more, while manufacturing supported nearly 44,000 workers. Knoxville's job market remains stable, with low unemployment and a strong workforce spanning several major industries. Knoxville's economy is supported by several major employers. The University of Tennessee fuels education and research. Pilot provides corporate and business jobs. TVA helps power the region's economy. Oak Ridge National Laboratory advances science and innovation. Covenant Health remains a major source of healthcare employment across the area. Knoxville's job market is supported by more than just one industry. From higher education and healthcare to advanced manufacturing and scientific research, the region benefits from a diverse mix of employers. That broad foundation can help provide stability through changing economic conditions. But a strong job market is only part of the story. Next, let's look at what those jobs mean for everyday life and the Knoxville economy in 2026. Jobs help drive a local economy, but economic output shows the bigger picture of how much activity a region actually generates. Knoxville's economy produces roughly $64 billion in goods and services each year. Local shoppers also play a major role, generating more than $10 billion in annual retail sales. On a per-person basis, retail spending remains relatively strong, highlighting the area's active consumer economy and steady commercial activity. Economic output isn't driven by one industry alone. Restaurants, hotels, and food services in and around Knoxville generate roughly $1.5 billion in annual sales. Healthcare and social assistance contribute about $5 billion, making it one of Knoxville's largest economic sectors. Transportation and warehousing add another $1 billion in revenue, helping connect businesses, consumers, and supply chains across the region. Healthcare is one of Knoxville's largest and most important industries. In Knoxville, healthcare access is generally strong because Knoxville is a regional medical hub, but cost and insurance coverage remain issues. Census Quick Facts shows 13.3% of Knoxville residents under 65 lacked health insurance in ACS 2020-2024. The city's healthcare and social assistance sector generated more than $5 billion in receipts or revenue in the 2022 economic census. That means providers and facilities are present, but affordability depends heavily on insurance, employer benefits, and specialist availability. For most movers, getting healthcare is easier than paying for it comfortably. Transportation in Knoxville is easiest by car, with short commute times but limited transit usefulness for many residents. Census Quick Facts lists the city's mean commute at 20.2 minutes, while Census Reporter's 2024 ACS one-year profile reports 20.5 minutes. Knoxville area transit helps in central corridors, but the city remains car-oriented outside the core. Air access is improving, with McGee-Tyson Airport reporting service to 3,630,410 passengers in 2025, a record year. Knoxville's best quality of life areas tend to combine access, character, parks, restaurants, and manageable commutes. Downtown and Old City offer the city's most active urban lifestyle. Living here means being close to restaurants, events, riverfront attractions, and major employers. It's one of Knoxville's most convenient areas, though residents often trade quieter streets for a more energetic city atmosphere. Not every Knoxville neighborhood is fully established. Some areas are still changing, and this corridor is a good example. Magnolia Avenue offers redevelopment and downtown access, but conditions can vary significantly from one block to the next. Careful neighborhood research is especially important here. Downtown and Old City are Knoxville's most walkable neighborhoods, scoring 87 out of 100 on Living in America's Walkability Score Index. Sequoia Hills follows at 69, offering a quieter residential feel. Lonsdale and Mechanicsville score 54, while Magnolia and Burlington score 49 on the LIA index, reflecting redevelopment opportunities, but greater car dependence and more neighborhood variation. Let's break down the pros and cons of living in Knoxville in 2026. For many people, quality of life comes down to the everyday details. Knoxville checks several practical boxes. Commute times are generally manageable, and the city's expanding greenway network makes it easier to enjoy parks, trails, and outdoor recreation. The University of Tennessee adds jobs, research, and cultural activity. Tennessee's lack of a state wage income tax can help stretch paychecks further. Crime trends have shown improvement in recent years, and rents remain relatively affordable compared with many larger metropolitan areas. Still, every city has trade-offs. In Knoxville, a few challenges stand out. Poverty remains higher than many residents would like. Most errands require a car, housing costs have climbed, and neighborhood quality can vary noticeably across the city. Thanks for watching this deep dive into Knoxville, Tennessee. If you're interested in cities like this, don't miss the next breakdown. Subscribe and keep exploring. This is Living in America, and I'll see you in the next city.